with myself, Adi. I'm also proudly joined in today by special guests Tal, Stan, and Mr. Aidan Riley, as everybody knows him from previous podcasts and various interviews as well. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Good. How's everybody doing today?
Fine, man.
Love the
Chilled with a cup of coffee.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good. We're all giving out positive words today. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about ourselves and how we all became the friends that we are today. So Tal, we can start with you first.
How do we became... Well, I have no idea, because I think we've already were friends in hyper reality, so it's just we are downplaying it on this world, I guess. But before we start on this subject, I think we should say, like, why is it so difficult for sometimes us guys to like talk openly? That's the question I've been getting since whatever I've done. So I thought, just let's cut all the stuff out and get to the meat and potatoes. So
Get
that's
to the
meat.
crux, basically.
Yeah. So why is it difficult for us guys to not talk? That's the question. All four of us are males. Well, yes, we
Yes, we are. We check every
What
morning.
was that? Why did you pause it?
Exactly.
You looked at me!
because we had this conversation before in Starbucks.
It was kind of scary.
Starbucks, wow. When was
Excuse
that?
me.
5 years ago?
Yeah.
Wait, feels like it.
You can pause it. So yeah, let's cut the chase. Why is it so difficult for us guys? That's the question I've been getting for the last God knows how many years. Let's start.
Yeah. So who would like to share their thoughts first?
Go ahead. You start.
Okay.
You
Well,
start.
I think, to be honest with you, with every guy, they have that certain level of pride, respect, and honor for themselves. Sort of like that old school mentality, where they feel like they don't need to talk to anybody, whatever is going on with them. Whether it's a small little problem, whether it's a massive problem, whether it being financially, family, whatever. We always intend to keep everything bottled up on the inside because we don't think like we need to share this with anybody. It's nobody's business. It happens like that, doesn't it?
We have to deal with it ourselves, because that's what a man supposedly does.
Yeah.
Deal with it ourselves.
But sometimes when you can't deal with things yourself, it is best to sometimes talk about it, because eventually it's going to start showing on you physical appearance, because then it's going to start... So then someone's going to end up picking it up at you, like, what is wrong with you? Nothing. Yeah, there is something wrong with you. What is it? Nothing. There is something, that's why I'm pointing it out. There is something. What is it? Get it off your chest. Simple. And once you got it off, once you even started off with the one word, okay, it's this, then it'll start flowing away. And when you start getting into the flow of things, then you start seeing that enormous weight that's holding you down is being lifted off your shoulders.
Well, I don't personally like to say things like that, because when you talk too much, your tongue give away too much information and everybody know everything about you.
Yeah, that is
So
true.
I tend to just buckle it all up and just get on with it.
Is that because you don't want people to know your vulnerabilities? Because you assume that being a man
You're weak.
should have no vulnerability? That's the perfect... I think everybody can actually relate to that, every guy anyway. Because we always see different entities of males walking around, and a lot of the times we actually see the guys that may look like they will never cry in their life, but they do. But it's always
Early silent.
early inside, yeah, early or in their head. That's why talking is good, because obviously when you get those words out, you feel the relief because of the fact that people are listening. When you actually be with people that listen, it makes it feel better, because you've got that circle of trust. I think that's what guys need to understand, especially the younger guys, before they go through the rest of their adult life. Realise it early, because then you just make sure that you relieve yourself early on in life and be prepared for the rest of your adult male life.
Yeah, but we don't really think like that because the system is totally against all that. Because
Yeah, but you can feel
you're
that
just
way.
following the way society runs, aren't you?
Yeah, well, look what we're doing
And
now.
forgetting about your own personal self.
Yeah.
But your circle of trust is what matters, you know. And
Yeah.
if that circle
Yeah,
of trust you
yeah.
can speak to them, you know, who gives a damn what the outside?
Yes, I think.
Yeah, I mean, because it's all. I think the real reason why most guys bottle things up is because of the fact that if they tell one person, it's going to go on to somebody else, and
Yeah,
then it's going to
somebody
go on
else
to
is going
somebody
to know.
else, and then that's one of the dangers sometimes when I would say, because that's what probably causes them all that destructiveness on the inside, because they feel like if I'll tell this, I'll do it, I'll tell them that. They think if they speak, it's going to destruct outside. What they don't seem to realise is it's destroying them on the inside anyway. So either way, you got to get rid of this problem, whatever is
Plus,
going on.
also, you get guys that build a facade, and then they will tell somebody maybe about their vulnerabilities, and then all of a sudden, word may get around, and then they're going, "I've spent years of my life building this being, this fakeness, and now all of a sudden it's been shattered by me actually saying something to who I suppose was a close friend." And then all of a sudden
Gets circulated.
the facade is broken, and then the giant of a man is now nothing more than a crumb on the floor. I think it all stems